Hello ladies, I am extremely sleepy tonight. It's only 8:20. I literally walked in the door about 2 seconds ago and I wanted to give this update immediately. Today I went for my trial transfer. I don't know if this is just a Connecticut thing. I live in Connecticut. But the trial transfer was from my doctor, who essentially was just, I guess, mapping out my uterus. So kind of like a course of action when he goes to do the actual transfer. So there's no issues. So for anybody who has to do this, this is my reaction and my experience with it. And I guess everybody's different, obviously, because everybody has a different uterus and cervix, I guess. But my experience was different. For me anyway, like I was going into this expecting something very quick, I guess. And I guess you could probably say that the procedure was quick. Yeah, it took about 5 minutes. 5 minutes for the procedure. But it felt really, I don't know, it hurt, to be honest with you. What he basically did was, and I will give you step by step what he did. He inserted a speculum as I was laying back, and he took a catheter, and it was a hard catheter. It wasn't one of the flexible ones because they needed a hard one for a transfer. Took a catheter, inserted it after cleaning my cervix with betadine and then cleaning it off with saline solution. Inserted the catheter through my cervix into my uterus to the absolute tip of my uterus. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. I've dealt with cramps and stuff like that ever since I was young because of what I have. My part of PCOS, I had a lot of cramps, and it was only when I was taking birth control when I had a lot of cramps, and I'm back on birth control. Birth control, having a baby, I don't get it either, whatever. But anyway, so after hitting the tip of my uterus started contracting and I started feeling lots of cramps. So he was just like, you're doing good, just breathe. He's like, this will be uncomfortable, but we're almost done. So he finished, inserted the catheter, went to the tip of my uterus, and he said, as soon as I hit the tip of the uterus, you will have a severe cramp. And I was like, okay, awesome. And I was waiting, I'm like, I was trying to do like breathing, I was like, whoa, there you go. Ooh, I'm like, oh, that hurts. He goes, yep, we're at the tip of the uterus now. I'm like, okay, awesome. Get it out of there. So, finished with that, and then he inserted a sonogram, which is the probe. Wonderful deal. So, after inserting the probe, he, this was still, I still had the catheter in. So, essentially, I had a catheter and a sonogram probe deal in my hoo-ha. I just said hoo-ha. Oh, God. I can't laugh because, honestly, I have cramps so bad right now still. And it's 8:25 and the procedure was at 3. But anyway. After this, the sonogram, or the probe was inside of me. And he had the catheter in there as well. And then they hooked the catheter up to a sterile saline solution. So, following this, with the probe and the catheter in there, they started putting the saline solution inside of my uterus. And they did so until the uterus was essentially blowing up like a balloon. They basically wanted to see this just to see if there's any polyps, tears, anything that would, I guess, prohibit pregnancy or something like that. I'm all cleared. No polyps, no cysts, no tears, no nothing. He actually used the word perfect to describe my uterus, which was kind of hilarious to me because that word is never uttered very often to a person with PCOS when speaking about their reproductive system. So I took solace in that fact. I was extremely nervous going into this. Like, I recorded a video on my cell phone, and I was going to record a before, during, and after video, but I decided against it, you know, because there's not very much personal stuff, or there's not very much things that I keep to myself regarding this journey, but I guess that, I don't know, maybe during the process, you guys didn't need to be in the room with me as this was happening. Although I'm sure you would have loved to experience it with me. That I'm sure of. But that was the experience of the probe, sonogram, and trial transfer. I also found out a bit more information regarding the medication that I will be taking. I am taking the Gonalef, the Follistim, and 2 other medications, to which I still cannot freaking remember. That's not even the important thing, whatever. The important thing is when I begin them on March 5th, I'll be taking them most likely for, what they say, about 8 to 12 days. They said most likely 10 days because that's usual, so I'm not looking forward to shooting myself in the stomach for 10 days. But, c'est la vie, do what you gotta do to get what you want. Everything that is worth working for is hard. Tomorrow I will have to go in at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, and I will be doing the 2-hour glucose test again. I did this 2 years ago, and I did this 3 years ago, and then I did this 4 years ago. So I've done this almost every year, and it's all came back perfectly fine. I don't have diabetes, I don't have a thyroid issue, and also, FYI, I may look a little bit thinner right now, but trust me, it's a camera angle. I'm really good at the camera angles, FYI. Yeah, no. Definitely didn't lose weight at all. At least I don't think so, but I haven't been trying. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to say about my experience with the sonogram, trial transfer, and my glucose testing will be tomorrow from 8 to 10. So, that's it. You'll most likely see my shining face in about a week or so. Yeah, that's all I know. Alright, girls. Have a good night.